So yeah, if you want, we can hop down here together. But the issue that we're running into right now, try to, yeah, there you go. If you look, the bedrock's jolting up.
Okay.
It's jolting up, and it was jolting up that way, so it's going up in every direction. We chose this height of roof because ideally we only want to move as much material as we need to get in there.
Not way up here.
Yeah, we want to leave as much compacted stuff above you to keep it as sturdy as possible, structurally sound. The issue is as we're going in here, it keeps going up, so we're pinching. Because, you know, it's come to this pinch point, and we have to remove more of the roof so we can keep going up. We're good to remove as much of the roof as we need to, as long as it doesn't get loose. Like, as we get into this,
yes,
we're shit out of luck. We got to find another way to do it. But so right now, I'm gonna stick a bucket in here and just chisel off some of the roof,
okay,
so we can push further into that. But I believe right there's a target in that hole that I was chinking at, which that looks a little bit deeper than I remember, but I dug pretty hard at it. I tried to get it, but there's something, or if it's not a target, it's pretty hot ground, but it seems like there's something to be uncovered there. And then worst case, if we can't, then I'm gonna have to go that way, because that is the only direction I see right now that looks like the bedrock's going down. But yeah, that's what's happening. All right, so if you're running this material, that's kind of its own thing. If we're working the hole together, that's another thing, you know?
Yep.
So basically, if we're gonna be working the hole, what happens is we basically take turns on the hole. You would run material, you swing, we look for targets, you try to extract the gold in the hole.
Okay.
And if you can't, then we sweep it up out of the hole into the bucket, bring the bucket up here, and then the person up here rechecks the bucket, because a lot of times the person up here is going to find 4, 5, or 6 throughout the day too. And then we spread that material out
and hit it again.
Well, you spread it out and hit it as you go, and then once you get it spread out to a flat point, you know, you got another bucket coming.
Okay.
And then that's where this material is still good, because we're only able to capture gold so small, but for all we know, there's grams and grams of fine gold in there. But we won't know until basically day one. The first day you run the gold cube,
we'll know where we stand.
We should know right away that there's grams or it ain't worth running. But it would be pretty shocking if it's not worth running.
Okay.
So where's our buckets?
Right here.
So I just want to take some of the roof off today. And then, yeah. To expose more room. If it happens. That's probably mostly junk, these big rocks. Yeah, I'm gonna grab my metal detector. Just with how some of this is pretty small, and you move a few inches of material and it changes things. No, but that might be a new target showing up. Hold on. It could be, but it's kind of disappearing. And hot noises. It might be, but a hot noise will go away. It's down there. That's what I think is a target. But I've been chasing it for like 8 inches. Which I'm not really expecting anything in there, but it is a caliche layer, so I don't want to be wrong. And then we might not have a target these first few buckets, but we will. I'm just taking top material.
drop a nugget with the hammer drill?
No. I mean, not that I've noticed. None of them have been that big. Now, I know a 15 grammer came out 50 feet across the wash.
How big is this claim?
20 acres. Oh, that's a smaller one.
What do they go for?
There's one for sale right now. It's pretty cheap, but yeah, they vary quite a bit in price. I wouldn't be surprised if something don't show up in this black seam, but I'm pretty sure there's something in there. So. We'll get there. Yeah, I'm just kind of making it so I can fit, and then once we start taking this away, we'll almost surely get targets.
Okay.
But I'm trying to get some stuff above it away, so we can actually clear a half decent area of it, not just like a few square inches.
This reminds us, we used to dig privies back home for bottles. The old shit houses.
Okay.
Alright, you want me to tackle?
So we're
Here?
Yeah, try to stay, if you can, keep this lower section intact.
Okay.
Because it'll be easier to find the nuggets with the detector and then break them out than to break them out and let them scatter. So just try to work away this material so we can expose this like I am here. You said we have some exposed. That's all we're trying to do is expose that. And there's a V right here. There's a good chance there'll be some gold in here because we've been following it all the way down.
Okay.
So get that spot out and we should hopefully find some gold there. check with the detector if you think you moved 3 or 4 inches. Just kind of hit the... I would hit the wall. Now when that cord bounces, it'll make a false signal. So
Okay.
pay attention to the end of the cord. If it sounds like you give a good noise, make sure it's not bouncing. Check the ceiling. You can hold the coil back so it goes flat on the ceiling. It's probably bouncing against that rock. Now, if you want, you can muck some of that out.
Okay.
There you go. Pretty sure I found it.
Okay.
Should be a piece of
I'll be up in a minute. Yes. 100% first. Handle.
Grab that camera.
Yes, sir.
And just be careful putting your hand on that ledge. This
Right here?
ledge, yeah. We don't want to make a mess. We don't want to. Yeah, we don't want bad things to happen. Let's see. Let me find it again here. And do we have a little scoop? Oh, you left them down there. I have one in my bag there. Yeah, that should definitely be what we want. All right, you're gonna make. I don't want 2 scoops.
2 of them.
It's a little easier. I like this scoop. I like that scoop too, but for other reasons. So you wanna get under it. Huh? No, that works too. Yep, you got it. So now check it with me. Okay, hold on. Let's make sure. Okay, so now dump half of that into that scoop. It's easier when you have the same size scoop. There you go. Now you can toss that to the side. Be careful toss it to the side. Sometimes you accidentally just put it in one little pile just in case. Because sometimes you'll toss your nugget away. check that one. Yeah. Just put it one little, there you go. And it's a good sign. The longer it stays in the scoop, it means it's heavier.
Okay.
That's also something. Sounding better. If I were to look at the thing, it probably says still cycling on nail, but the amount we've had 2 pieces of trash to 50 or 60 nuggets. So
Okay.
I called you up here for trash. It was very unlikely. And it was going to be our trash, like the drill falling apart type of thing. I think. I don't know why it's going to the iron side, because it sounds really good. I don't like that it's doing that. Might have fooled you.
Yep, there it is.
There it is. Now that's really weird because it's telling me all iron. See it?
Yeah.
First piece of gold. Super cool. Now you can just make
Nice killer.
yeah. There it is.
Sweet.
How about it?
Here.
No way.
Look right in front of the bit. About a half inch above the bit.
You gotta be shitting me. You got gold fever or what?
See it?
I think I see what you're talking about, but I don't think it's gold.
I had a piece of quartz that fell out and I was fixing to grab it and it just wrung out and caught my attention.
Well, if you think that,
Play with it.
well, then just take the detector and
Rub it.
it'll tell us.
But
But not if I'm looking at the same thing.
okay.
I mean, it could happen. It has happened. But we'll see. There's probably a piece in here that we're going to be unlocking here in a moment. I think that's the gold fever.
Okay. Okay.
I love your
I'd rather
attitude.
you double check it.
Yeah. There's probably going to be something in here, and probably there might be something to break that.
Okay.
But we'll get
there when we get there.
Yeah, I'll let you do it. Yeah, you always want to split your material in half. I tried sharing this with the guy with me for the last 3 days. He wouldn't listen, but you're going to speed your recovery process up a lot.
I see it.
You might. I don't see it yet. There it is, right there, yep. That little guy. This little guy. All right. Yeah, I don't want to mix it up because I don't.
Well, no, it is what it is.
Yeah, but I want you to be
Okay.
able to. It's, I don't know, it's really that bit. I want to know it's my first piece of gold, man. If I was in your situation, I'd rather do that.
Can I?
Yeah.
About the same.
Yeah, about the same.
Almost like, yeah, I don't know if we could tell the difference.
If we put 10 in there, you're going to be questioning yourself. And there's
No.
another one in the wall. Now you always, there might be more here, but. There's more there. There's more there, and there's one up here yet that I heard. Right here.
I'm assuming that's all fresh stuff.
That's
broken, right? 'Cause we didn't get nothing earlier.
no, that's
Knocked out some product. You get it.
yes, we moved the dirt to expose them targets. So now, yeah, now we're basically on the gold. Now that basically means every bucket that comes out here, we want to double check better because we're on the gold, you know? That's the idea. But yeah, right now, like, it's helpful to have, you know, if you're doing as much work as I am, what's...
And it motivates you.
Right.
Come out here for yourself and suck, I guess.
I've done it a lot.
You done a lot?
Not in this exact setting, but I've done a lot of prospecting alone. But yes, it is definitely, the right person can make it a lot more of an enjoyable experience. I've also been smart enough to realize you just never want to judge a book by its cover, and an experience like this can mean so much more than it looks to some people. And why would I take, I just don't want to take that from people. You know, and most people only last a few days. This isn't for everyone, you know, you gotta be a special person to want to come dig a hole. But, it can be fun. There is a good community in there too. You're just not close enough to it. So you're gonna have to move some of that top layer. There you go. Sounds kind of hot. But if you just systematically pocket them up there, I'll go over them again when I get out of the hole. But yeah, keep. I can use that real quick.
I think something's there.
I just mark it and I'll check when I get out for you. All right, so there's one in the wall and there's another one in here now. There's one in there too. So yeah, there's gold. All right, I'm gonna get this one out. All right, should be close. That's a nice caliche layer in there.
So, would that mean it might be a little bigger piece if you're chipping so much away and it's still in there and it's...
As long as I'm pinpointing it right, that is a good theory.
Okay.
The longer it's in the wall, in theory, it should be bigger, but there's no guarantee.
What's the biggest you got out of here?
Point about 3/4 of a gram.
3/4 of a gram.
Like $100. Let's see. I mean, yeah, but you just never know. You could have a 10 gram around the corner. I think it's down in the crack there. No, it's not going to. Not that small. We get a few of them in there, it will. I might have got it out. And ideally we wouldn't be drilling directly into the hard rock. We should be, we should be getting above it. We're drilling into the top layer of the deteriorating bedrock, but to make distance, we gotta dig into this cobble field, which you have been. That might be the drill. That's weird. So it's on that wall. Yeah, it's just still on that wall. And then probably this deteriorated shit right here. Now maybe it's out. Now maybe. All right, so there might be a piece out now, but there's still stuff in the wall. Let's see. Just moving it, see if it's out for sure. Yeah, I mean, it don't take much, and you can lose it. It's there, but like if it sinks fast, is what I'm trying to say. Gold sinks real fast. Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, so there's like 2 pieces right there and a 3rd one in the wall. Like, it's a good problem to have, yes. All right, now one's in the scoop. Finally. I'd rather it be in the scoop, but yeah. All right, in the scoop ski. Nothing, just can't see with the.
Oh, you need me out to work now?
No, you're good with my gloves on. Not that. It was can't. I didn't say the right words. I can't pick it out without my gloves off. That's a more nice little wiry piece. Looks a little different than the last couple.
Oh shit, yeah. That's badass.
Yeah, and you'll be able to get a picture of it all at the end of the day too.
Oh, tank.
Yeah, that's what you want. Clinkers. I think there's 2. Yeah. First, that's. Yeah, man. It's an experience. It's a good experience. It's a great campfire story.
And I'd be drinking beer by myself again.
That's what happened today. I almost just said no, but I'm like, Justin, what the hell are you going to do? Even though it's 2.5 hours, what are you actually going to do in the next 2.5 hours? And the answer was nothing. So I'm like, just fucking go. I had to talk myself into it.
The way you messaged me, I was like, I don't think he wants to do that. I'm like, all right, tomorrow works.
Yeah, but then I'm like,
You called me. I'm like, all right.
I did want to do it. I just was hoping to get a little more time, but we're doing all right. But I figured any gold is better than no gold.
All right. Well, it was worth our trip out there.
Yeah, I'm glad that I got that experience with you.
How much longer are you here for?
I'm gonna try to stay as long as I can bear the heat, more or less. And as long as this hole keeps producing, I'm gonna try to stay. What's that?
Married, single?
Yeah, single. I mean, yeah. My situation just allows me to, I guess, more or less. But I do got to go back to Pennsylvania and potentially sell my house this summer, which I'm not looking forward to.
Selling it?
I might have to, but we'll see.
In it or on the ground?
On the ground. I got a really good tenant, but my dad's selfish is the short end of the stick. Or the short part of the story is he's really selfish. And his name is on the mortgage, so it's not all my say.
Right.
But I have a lot invested in the house, and my credit is actually good enough to take over the mortgage. But the issue with that is I don't have a proof of income.
Right.
However, I did just learn recently that my credit is also good enough and the house is worth enough that if I can pay my dad back the 60 that I owe the bank, essentially, clear the bank loan, put the house in my name. I've already had the mortgage company on the phone. They would give me a no income requirement HELOC loan on the house for, up to like 80% of the equity. And I only need, I'm only looking to get enough to cover that 60K or whatever. But the obstacle right now is I have to do all that. I have to get my name on the mortgage before I can unlock the equity. So I'm talking to a few people that might be able to help, but I don't know. I'm not asking anyone for that. It's just insane. But so we'll see. But I have a tenant who's happy there. He doesn't see himself leaving for the next 3 years. And it's a really good, it's a great situation. I have a nice house. It's going up in value in a good location. And I have a problemless tenant that pays the mortgage and then some,
I've got the same thing. I've got three dropping on the road. She's like 23 years old. She's been out for like 6 months and awesome, paid. And if she's gonna be late, she's like, hey, I don't get paid until this day. I know rent's still here. She's like, can I pay you on the 5th? I'm like, yep, as long as you communicate with me.
Right.
I don't care. I make a fee every month in the day, 15, 20 days later, every month.
There's 2 of them out of the hole right now.
Alright.
Oh man. It's hard when I was trying to look at you and talk. That was a little hard. I don't know. It sounds like it. I don't think so. Now that little scoop, that little pointy one, that's where this helps. You may have. I might be sitting on it.
It's not up here.
There's a brush in that bucket in the up there. That would help right now.
Blue one?
Yeah, the round one. This one, yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Know which
Thank
one you
you.
wanted.
Yeah, it's in this bedrock pretty good. There's something metal in this brush too, which is weird.
Oh, we got a wire in it. Twist it around all the bends.
That very well might be it. And it could be packed in that caliche still, actually, and not actually out. Because there's a layer of caliche in there. That would have baked into the bedrock. Oh man. I think it's in the caliche. Which isn't a bad thing.
You know, I got the little Honda 1000 generator I could use it back home. And I want it a little bigger. And it gave me a good reason to buy one.
Yeah, this could be a little pocket. I think I'm moving them around, burying them in the hole, finding another one. Yeah, right. I'm gonna have to empty that bucket. Keep a pile there. I'm gonna probably just scrape these few into a bucket, and then it'll be easier to find them out there. There's still, like, there's a bunch of them here. Let's see what happens.
Figure out what you needed the generator for.
Yeah.
You wasn't running none of your.
It's for the hammer drill. Yeah, you kind of, I mean, like I said, he has one up there. It's just a lot louder. And I imagine since it's bigger, it's not going to be as efficient. Okay. That should have some gold in it. Well, there's definitely some here, definitely some here. Okay. So it's probably still just locked in there. If you want,
Lock it up there and I get in there and knock some shit apart.
You can, yeah. You can either focus on the targets now, or you can mark some stuff above it.
I'm just gonna work above it and whatever.
I mean, you can. I'm not saying you can't do the targets. It's just a little
knock
different.
out, make it easy.
Yes. This one you can see.
No shit.
It's in the wall. It's still, I can see it showing up now. That's sweet. Right there. That's a nice little chunker, dude.
Do me a favor. Take a picture.
I just poked it out, but it's still there.
Keep flashes on.
I got a couple pictures of you when you're working too.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I took 2 or 3 of you too.
So that's a nice little chunker. We need about more of them. It ain't huge, but hell yeah, dude.
Oh, I see it.
Hell yeah, feel that guy.
That is nice.
That's what we want to find.
That is nice.
More of them. That's about 3/10, 4/10. That's sweet. That's what it's all about. That's a different
That was nice.
Yeah, that's a nice one. There's more in there.
You want me to put it in mine?
Yeah.
It's noticeable. It's all
Well, I
about
don't care. Yeah, we're gonna weigh it all up and stuff.
Oh, you got another can. That's what it is.
Yeah, I had it all in one. I don't want to mix it up.
You send that to my brother. Yeah, that was a good little pocket right there.
There will be more. There's more in there, but that one was right at the surface. But you got to be careful, because that first piece you pulled was saying iron, 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 but it sounded right. I knew it sounded right, but it didn't read right.
You can't always go up with that.
Yeah, you can't always go, but the Gold Monster is super good. It is a great machine. Woo! Dang, that sounds good, dude.
We got a full day of this tomorrow, brother.
Damn, that one sounds
How do you
nice.
want to get out here?
Hold on. I mean, I'm usually ready by like 9:30, 10.
Not too early, but not too late.
Yeah, and by 5,
Up a little.
by 5, you'll be glad we didn't come out at 5. And then again, I don't know. Maybe you work harder than me.
I ain't been on my tools in 25 years, so.
This is gonna be a nice one. Yeah. Potentially. Yeah, I think so. It's in the scoop.
Pan it.
In the scoop. Well, one of them is. I think so. What the fuck? No? Did I just drop it? Man, it was a loud noise too for a minute. Yeah, that wasn't it. But you gotta find that. There it is.
I was telling my wife how me and you was just talking and bullshit and what you offered if you could make it happen today. Yeah, that'd be nice. You know how bored I get too.
Yeah. You can only watch so much TV, you
I
know?
don't watch TV. If football's not on, I don't watch TV. There it is.
Yep.
Alright.
I think I just saw it.
Alright.
Yeah, little guy. Little tiny piece. Smaller than that first one. Very tiny. Oh shit.
What?
Just
Dropped
dropped it. I literally just dropped it. And it's so small, dude. Son of a bear. I should have not tried to show it. Alright, let's see if I can find it.
You want to get that bucket? Get it out your way.
Oh man.
Like a needle in a haystack, huh?
It might.
About where you were.
I kind of watched it fall. It was right in here. But yeah, that's some deep rocks. Oh, that's bedrock even. So it's down here, dude. Oh, that sucks. I don't think I'm gonna really, it's just not worth That's a nice one.
I like the shape of it.
You can see that the old timers were here, and they dug enough tunnels like we're doing. Right. Again, so put this on there. We'll tear it out. Should be 0.58. So we did over half a gram.
Oh shit.
And that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces.
We lost one.
And we lost one, and then we got your guy, which is 0.5. So it actually is 0.64 total. 0.641 is our first day, and that's actually not bad. We went from like 2:30 to 5:30,
Yeah.
So 3 hours, be about $90.
We bullshitted a little bit.
Yeah, so
It's not like we were.
not bad. If you liked that episode, feel free to like, subscribe, join, and we'll see you next week.